Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a Westmont Village Board meeting for August 6th. I will ask our clerk to do roll call, please.
Mayor Nero.
Here.
Clerk Simsky here. Trustee Barker.
Here.
Trustee Guzzo.
Here.
Trustee Little is absent. Trustee Pirelli.
Here.
Trustee Plowman.
Here.
Trustee Scales.
Here.
Attorney Zemanek.
Here.
Village Manager Gunther.
Here.
And Assistant Village Manager Parker.
All right, if everybody can please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, first thing, we have one request for open forum. Our friend Susan Steinmiller, please come on up.
Good evening, Mayor Nero, Village Manager Gunther, and Honorable Westmont Board Trustees. I ask you please, as I've been asking for several meetings now, to put the 708 Mental Health Board referendum on this board's agenda and vote yes to endorse it. The 708 Mental Health referendum is about compassion for all, regardless of sex, race, or political affiliation. It is at core a referendum on humanity. Now, regarding the proposed TIF relocation grant presented by Trustee Little at the July 23rd meeting, I would deeply appreciate your leadership and willingness to support our displaced local businesses. Westmont is a community built on looking out for one another, and a true leadership means extending a helping hand to those facing unexpected hardship during a time of transition. I think I already addressed most of you in a letter form, talking about how the money would be helped for lease overlap and build-out cost, administrative and digital transition cost, and the grand opening marketing. I ask you to step up and be the good neighbors for our business community and work to keep our legacy of small businesses and creative community here in Westmont. So please vote yes for the TIF relocation grant. Now, on the update on our Project Cinderella, the Green Meadows Golf Course, I had the honor of speaking to former Mayor Ron Gunther, who's here today, totally by accident, and he gave me the history of the golf course. I asked him to step up and to give us a brief history of the golf course way back when.
Evening, Ron Gunter, 209 East Dallas in Westmont.
Can you spell your last name,
Yeah,
please?
can I spell it? There's no H. That should help. We were talking about the history of, it was Black Horse Golf Course. Back in the early 90s probably, the county, there was a proposal to build 50 acres, 670 some units on that track. We worked with the county, the Village of Westmont, and the Park District to pool our money to buy it. The village contributed 1.1, the Park District 600,000, and the county the rest. They told us it would never be a golf course. Once we acquired it, I went to the county for one of their meetings, and I was told, show me that in writing. So they didn't. So it was going to be a golf course. Under the agreement, they were going to manage it, but we wanted out of the deal. So they gave back the village $1.1 million to use for land acquisition. They in turn bought Twin Lakes Woods or Sanders Smith Woods, and they gave the park the front 8 acres for their $600,000, which is now Bellery Park. And from that point on, the Forest Preserve District ran the golf course separate from us. And that is, and I'm sure you heard before, the only piece of property in Westmont that's Forest Preserve District. We've lacked that for years, and thank goodness there's a Park District to set aside land. So is that the history?
Yeah, that's good, yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. So going all the way back then, they have not put any money into our golf course. And so with your permission, Mr. Mayor, I would like to present a video next time we meet of a comparison between the $12.1 million I think they spent at the last golf course but not our golf course, because they have not spent anything in our golf course except, I think, $2,000 maybe to do some leveling and so forth. We have been forgotten. That's why I call it the Cinderella Project. And I already talked to you about how you can't even buy a slice of pizza at the clubhouse, and it has a table of 16 in the clubhouse, which is not a clubhouse. So I'll be back with a video with your permission. And then on a lighter note, I wanted to thank the Westmont Police Department, Chief Gunther, the Westmont Fire Department, local government agencies, and community partners for a fantastic national night out. It was a wonderful event, and I sent a thank you note, because that's the proper thing to do, to the chief. And but I also included some ideas, and this is where you guys come in. And one of the ideas is having a volleyball match, this board versus the police department. That would be nice. There's a sand pit right there. And the other idea is maybe, just maybe, we can get the mayor in the dunk tank. We have some thoughts on that? The current mayor, yes.
He does it, I'll do it with him.
That's a challenge. All right, so I wanted to let you know, and thank you.
Thank you for coming, and for the video, that's perfectly fine. Just remember, we do have a limit for this for 3 minutes, so just keep it condensed as you can. Thank you for coming. Okay, that closes our open forum section. We have one more that snuck in, all right. Very close to the wire. All right, big audience here today. We have Susie, I'm gonna get this wrong, wait. Come on up, please, thank you. Want to talk about removal of all privacy, go ahead.
Yeah, my parents are on Richmond and 65th, and they want to take out all of their privacy. They've been on that road for over 50 years. We're one house over, and they want to come in and just take everything out. Bushes, buckthorn, I know it's a scary thing now, this buckthorn, but I don't think we should be messing with nature. And that's what I'm really here for. And I talked to someone, thank you, thank you. But I had something to read. It's really about what y'all have if you have jurisdiction to do this, because of the city of Westmont, state of Illinois. We have to know that of is the preposition. It's not the original, like United States of America. We have United States for America. We have 2 constitutions running, and then we have statutes and codes, and we have the natural person. So the natural people are working on their land patents. My 83 and 80-year-old parents have a handicapped brother, and they want to take all this privacy out to put in these 15-minute sidewalks. Or whatever this technology is that y'all are rolling in. I'm not really sure, because no one will give a work order. Intrin is Shade Tree. There's 5 of these corporations in one. And so when if you call Westmont, no one has jurisdiction. Everyone goes the opposite way, and no one has jurisdiction. So I'm really trying to figure this out. We were unlawfully annexed. We were unincorporated Clarendon Hills. There's a handful of people that are not happy, but it's really hard to get here, raise families, pay for $14 non-organic eggs, and fight City Hall that has no jurisdiction.
Well, we appreciate
Even though they say they have jurisdiction 15 feet up or whatever, they've been on the street for 50 years. Every kid has walked home to Westview, and everyone has been okay. And so now they're coming in and taking out and trying to say that the Department of Forestry of Westmont has this jurisdiction. So I guess I wanted to remind you all that I can prove all of this. I mean, you are a foreign company which is registered in Puerto Rico. You're the city of Westmont. You don't have the jurisdiction of the people. You don't even have territorial jurisdiction or subject matter jurisdiction. So I would really appreciate it if this war would stop, because it's creating a lot of tension with 2 80-year-olds that are still taking care of a handicapped boy that's 50. And that privacy helps keep, if he wants to walk in, helps keep him in. So that is what I would like to say.
Well, we appreciate you coming, thank you. I'm going to ask you to chat with our Public Works Director, maybe right there, just so you can make an introduction, have at least a staff contact. That might be tough to get otherwise, but while you're here tonight, it might be a good idea.
It would be definitely a good
I'm not
idea.
too familiar with this issue, otherwise the board could give you some more advice,
Yeah,
but that's the best I can do right now.
Y'all are new to me because you annexed, I think 63rd to 63rd to 67th, I think y'all came in from the corners, so we couldn't like fight it together, unlike 55th to 63rd. So it's getting really shady.
Okay.
That's
well,
all.
hang in there with Director Reese, she'll take good care of you and we'll figure it out together. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right. Any other requests? We got nothing. We're going to go into reports. Up first is mayor report. We got a big night tonight. This is a special night for my family, which is kind of cool. And many of them are here tonight. This person really doesn't know what's going on, but why he's here or anything, but he always gets dragged around to come to these village meetings every once in a while. But there happens to be a birthday boy in the audience that's celebrating his 99th birthday in a very near future, and that's my grandpa, Frank Rogers. So we thought we'd do something for him. You know, I can't do much as mayor, you know, we can't help everybody all the right times, but this is one of the fun things that we can do. So, Pa, we got something special for you tonight. The whole board and I, we wanted to make sure that we acknowledged you and your contribution, not only to our family, but all the communities you've been affiliated with. Your 2 grandsons live here in Westmont. You had a short stint here in a rehab facility in Westmont. Your son lived here for decades. So what more appropriate would it be than for me to hand out my first key to the village as mayor to you. I'll get up in a little bit. But before we do that, I do have a mayor special proclamation that I'm going to read as loud as I can, Pa. I can get pretty loud. Everybody knows that. So I'm going to read this here, and thank you to our government service directors, Patty McClarsky, who helped me put this all together. Framing it all, did a really nice job. Whereas Mayor Stephen T. Nero, Mayor of Westmont, cherishes his grandfather, Frank J. Rogers, Jr., and whereas Frank J. Rogers, Jr. has served his country in World War II, he has also served and created a family, and whereas Frank J. Rogers, Jr. was married to his wife, Thora, for 72 years. He is the father of 4, grandfather of 15, great-grandfather of 23, and great-great-grandfather of 11. And whereas Mayor Nero appreciates the joy and humor that Frank Pa Rogers has brought to the family and to the mayor's life, and whereas this year Grandpa Frank Pa is celebrating his 99th birthday, and now therefore I, Stephen T. Nero, Mayor of Westmont, wish to honor Pa for a long life full of love, prosperity, and his part in the creation of our family, passed and approved by the Mayor of Village Westmont, DuPage County, this 31st day of July 2026, Pa. This is for you. Before we do a big group picture and I show you this, I don't know if, Mom, you want to bring Pa up and say a few... Come on up and tell us what you think, Pa. Are we doing a good job? Come on, right over the podium over there. Right over there. You got a mic? No, whatever you want.
You.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pa. Happy birthday to you. All right, Pa.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Good Lord willing, I might come up here next year.
We'll do it again.
If you're desperate, I won't be here. Thank you, Mr. President, and all our new lawmakers there. I was here last year when you were all elected, and you all did a very good job up to this point. Continued success. All right?
Hi.
Thank you.
All right, Pa. Well, Westmont fashion. We got to do a big group picture. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Family up too. Let's go. One big one. Thanks, guys. All right, let's get in there, Pa. Come on, family. All right, we'll have you Jamie Mambo, hold the key. All right, get that there. I'll get next to you. How about this? Go sneak in here. Come on, the whole team, get in here.
Come on, man, my girlfriend, come on. You got it? Yes. You got it?
We got work to do now.
You gotta work.
Yeah, all right, just about sure. Come on.
You gotta work now.
No, you gotta hold this. Come on, Chuck, get in here. Yeah, I know. All right.
Lovely, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Okay, there we go.
I was just thinking we were registered in Puerto Rico.
She digs deep into all this stuff.
Well,
She believes in stuff.
I get where she's coming from, yeah.
I'll give you one last comment, Pa. At our committee meeting, the village decided, it's not approved yet, but we're switching our insurance vendor to get better coverage. So that's what he did for his whole career. He'll be happy to hear that. All right, well, very good. I got a couple other quick items. Thank you, everybody, for the support for that. We have another exciting thing to do right now, so I know he's been patient and waiting, but the gentleman here is another staple to the community, former mayor and still deputy mayor, helping me out all the time. We have an honor to bring up Mayor Gunter and his family. We're going to do a big unveiling of the photo wall, which is a tradition here in Westmont in the hallway there. All the past mayors are there, and we're going to go and do that. So I'm not sure what we're doing or how it's going, but what are we going to do, team? We just going out to the hall, or?
I think Mayor Gunter's just going to speak at the podium.
Oh, okay, cool.
Chief, can you grab his picture?
Yeah, bring the picture.
Bring the picture.
Yeah, you could just, yeah.
Yeah, we
I
got
want
to
to see
show
your
it.
smiling
And
pearly
again,
whites.
appreciate and thank you, the mayor, trustees, and the staff for allowing me to continue to represent the village as deputy mayor. It'd be very difficult to not do anything. And I thank the mayor for allowing me to be his deputy mayor and handle various responsibilities. Next year, and this is something I'm kind of proud of, will be my 50th year of public service here in Westmont. Started in '77.
50 years.
Started in '77 at Park District, and because Westmont was the perfect fit, never went anywhere, been here the whole time, 12 years as mayor. I wouldn't do it any other way. And in the future, I want to continue to represent the village in any capacity I can. I know Chamber Board and different other, but I'm glad to do that. I brought I don't have 27 grandkids.
You got work to do.
I got 5 of them, my wife and my daughter. It's hard to follow him. Man, he's not Italian, is he?
Yeah, good Irish.
Oh, that's the same. And I do have to say, I've been out 15 months, and I think, if I remember what you were telling me, a lot of touch-up. That's why I had to wait till now. You're touching everything up. So again, well, thank you for allowing me to come say a couple words, and also put my picture on the wall of mayors.
Very cool. Well, I think you want, here's your special picture. We haven't unveiled it yet. You want to have the grandkids do it?
Very good. I'll bring, he brought 2.
There we go.
Zone, what zone around here?
Oh, he's going to the boss. All right, Ron, here you go. I'll let you handle it. All right, guys. You guys ready?
Ready? Hold it off.
Hey! There you go. Come on, everybody get up. Let's go.
I don't see him sneaking. My son both went to Westmont school system.
I didn't know Brad was here.
He snuck in.
I want to see your face. Thank you. Great, all good.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you, Mayor. And are we ready to move on? Yep. We're ready to move on. The last quick item I have is Faces Behind Dementia exhibit. These photos featuring area residents who have dementia were taken by the village manager, Jim Gunther. Each portrait is accompanied by a brief story of the person highlighted in the photograph. And where are they located, sir?
Westmont Public Library.
In the library, go check it out. And last but not least, I don't know if everybody knew this, but Westmont was home to the oldest living Chicago Bear player. Offensive lineman in 57 and 59. Chuck, do you know who it was? All right, well, you might recognize his name, John DeMore. Old, and he lived in Westmont. Unfortunately, he passed away today. John DeMore, but he passed away unfortunately, but was the longest living Chicago Bear. Interesting day. Okay, and I will pass it over to Clerk Simsky.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Just an update, community garage sales, annual Westmont Community Garage Sales coordinated by the Westmont Special Events Organization are this weekend, August 7th, 8th, and 9th. Details are on the village website. I know there's a map that was sent out and everything, so check it out. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Johanna Guzzo.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Our next Fire Public Safety Committee meeting, November 12th, 4:30 here at Village Hall. Everyone is invited to attend. And CPR and AED training, the first of 2 classes will be August 20th. More information and to sign up is on the village website. And I just want to do kudos as well to the PD and everyone who participated in National Night Out. It was a wonderful evening. The weather was perfect. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Matt Scales.
Thank you, Mayor. Community Development Committee meeting, next date is September 17th of this year. We also have the permit fee waiver program, which comes up in September, runs from September 1 through October 31st. And this program will apply to online express permits only. So you can go to the village website for the complete details. And the next Planning and Zoning Commission meeting is scheduled for August 12th at 6 p.m. here at Village Hall. That's it, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Gina Perilli.
Thank you, Mayor. Public Works Committee, the next meeting will be scheduled for August 20th. And I just have one update. The pre-construction meeting for the Des Moines Street reconstruction was held this week, and the construction is scheduled to start the week of August 24th, and any of the affected residents will receive a direct notification about the construction project going.
Thank you. Trustee Bob Plowman.
Thank you, Mayor. Today we held our Police Public Safety Committee meeting. The next one is for October 1st. And a recap of tonight's meeting, we tried to get 20 pounds of stuff in a 2-pound bag, I think. But anyway, we went over the staffing for the police department. We're still 3 officers short. We have 3 officers in training that'll be available in a couple of weeks. We have 1 new, and we'll begin. We have 2 graduating 8/14. The biggest news that I thought, or the most promising news, is that we do have a school resource officer that will start in January. We also have kids camp. Fire and Police Kids Camp was held for 2 days. They had 22 participants. We had National Night Out, of course. National Night Out was a great success. It's always a wonderful event where the whole community gets together. And I came from a small Midwestern, central Illinois town, and I didn't know any of my police officers that ran our town. It was a small town. But to know our officers on a personal basis, and they interact in every event, whether it be Taste of Westmont, whatever festival we're having, they're out shaking hands with kids, and it's just a wonderful thing to see. So kudos to that. 18th, they have a fundraiser at Uncle Bub's, 25% off if you mention the ad. There's a bunch of stuff here. We have Golf outing coming up. There are still short 10 foursomes. We have the Citizens Police Academy, which takes place from September 23rd to November 11th. We have another Special Olympics recycling event on October 3rd. October 24th is the drug take-back. We also discussed the flock cameras, which seem to be pretty controversial right now, and they went through what is myth and what is actually going on with the cameras. We found out how beneficial they are and how much crime they were able to stop or deter. We also talked about this residential sprinkler system update was mentioned. Talked about having sprinklers in residential, and that seems to be a debate that's going to happen in the future. And we also talked about lot coverage, which the acceptable lot coverage in our properties. So I'm sure I missed something on my notes because they're all over the place, but that's what we had discussed, and that's it. Other than the Citizens Police Academy, again, will be September 23rd and November 11th, and details are online. I believe that's it, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Little is absent tonight. Just a quick update from her. Our next administrative committee is September 3rd. And the luge tryouts are coming back. USA Luge will return to Westmont on Sunday, August 16th as a part of their Midwest Slider Search in an effort to meet and recruit Olympic hopefuls. Please visit the village website on how you can sign up. And just so everybody knows, we did have a junior Olympian from Westmont that is going to compete in the Luge World Cup. Zola Andanalopoulos, we're really close to that, was selected to compete in the 2027 World Cup representing Team USA in the Luge World Cup. So kind of cool there, and that's been going on for a long time. And that is all Linda has. Trustee Barker.
Thank you, Mayor. The Environmental Improvement Committee will meet again on September 8th, and I have this beautiful poster here just to remind everybody that the Vision and Vibe Fest is coming up in September 12th and 13th, and I see in the text here there's a few new things being added to this. So bigger and better than ever. It costs you nothing to come out to the Veterans Park and by Park Place there and sit down and relax all day, 2 days in a row. It costs you nothing to get in and see that wonderful entertainment. There's food there, there's things for the kids, but it's a great couple of days to kind of wind down our summer. So we're trying to encourage everybody to come and take advantage of that. And I especially appreciate the work from the volunteers in Westmont Special Events as we go through this second Vision and Vibe. It promotes our art community here and in all aspects, whether it's dance, art, music. And then we had some play folks there last year also. So it was a wonderful event. And then we have an electronics recycling event on August 29th out here in front of Village Hall from 8 to noon, right out here in front. And there's many items that are collected for free. However, there are some that require a fee to throw these things away responsibly, so please check the village website for that. It'll give you complete details, and as I always say, every time we do this, we have more and more participation. So please, throw these things away that you no longer need responsibly, so that we can get maybe a second life out of at least the materials that they're made out of. That is all, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda? Hearing none, I'll ask the manager Gunther to read through it, please.
Is this something I said?
Not as dedicated as Pa.
Guess not. Okay. For the consent agenda tonight, Village Board minutes. Board to consider approving the minutes of the Village Board meeting held July 23rd, 2026. Finance ordinance number 16 in the amount of $3,356,334.89. We have no purchase orders, so the total purchase orders in the finance ordinance number 16 is the aforementioned $3,356,334.89. Item E, reduction the number of available Class 3 liquor licenses. Board to consider an ordinance reducing the number of available Class 3 liquor licenses by one due to the sale of Chan's Corporation doing business as Golden Bowl Restaurant. Item F, reduction in the number of available Class 20 liquor licenses. Board to consider an ordinance reducing the number of available Class 20 liquor licenses by 1 due to the change in operation by Whiskey Hill Brewing Company at 1115 Zigmont Circle. Item G, reduction in the number of available Class 4 liquor licenses. Board to consider an ordinance reducing the number of available Class 4 liquor licenses by 1 due to the closure of Korean Garden Restaurant, 204 North Cass Avenue, Westmont. Because we're sensing a theme, we have one more to go. Item H, reduce the number of available Class 4 and Class 3 23 liquor licenses. Or to consider an ordinance reducing the number of available liquor licenses by 1, and then Class 23 liquor license by 1 due to the closure of GK Margie's Incorporated, doing business as Margie's Beef, 6410 South Cass Avenue. That concludes the consent agenda.
Thank you, sir. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion, Scales.
Second, Plowman?
Any questions? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Scales?
Yes.
Trustee Plowman?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Trustee Crowley?
Yes.
Motion passes. Moving on to new business. 2 quick items tonight. A, surplus property, fire department, board to consider an ordinance to declare an upright toolbox that is broken and is unusable as surplus property to allow for removal from the village inventory. Chief Riley. He's always ready, don't worry.
Thank you, Mayor. Just doing a little house cleaning up at 500 North Cass. This is a toolbox that's been up there for almost 20 years, rusted out. So we are emptying it out and looking for approval to dispose of.
It was probably my father's.
I'm sure it is.
You want it, Marie?
No, Joe has enough junk of his own.
Thank you, Chief. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve Guzzo.
Second, Pirelli.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Trustee Pirelli?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Plowman?
Yes.
Trustee Scales?
Yes.
Thank you. Motion passes. B, commercial TIF relocation grant program. Board to consider an ordinance adopting a commercial TIF relocation grant program. Assistant Manager Parker.
Right, so this is a topic that the board talked about at a previous Administration and Finance Committee meeting, but I'll still give a brief rundown of that program and what we're looking at doing. So this involves the village doing some redevelopment work in our TIFs, and as you know, over the past several years, we've been doing some different redevelopment work in our TIF, and the vast majority of that time has been, we've been buying property. You know, if we've been doing a TIF agreement, either we've worked directly with the landlord in a vacant building, or we have been buying the property and then, you know, paying the owner, or somebody has bought the owner out to be able to do the development. And in this case, we're looking at a little bit different scenario where there is an owner of the property that is being purchased, that's being developed, but we're also running into a situation right now where there's about 6 different entities that are leasing or renting from the owner of a property. And so this is the first time that we've run into this situation where businesses that are not getting a payment for the property have to deal with figuring out where they're going to go and what they're going to do differently as a result of this development. So we know the development's important. We know it's important to make our TIF areas better as we do these developments. As we bring additional people in, it helps support our business. As we do the developments, it helps increase property values, and that's the best way to be able to get revenues to all the taxing bodies long term, so schools, the village, the park district, libraries, to support all the programs that they do for all of our residents without making our residents have to pay more taxes. So this is the best way to increase the size of the pie. Development's very important, but at the same time, we don't want to run into a spot where people get harmed unnecessarily by that development. And so we're looking to find a way to try to provide a little bit of help for those individuals who could really use it. Is, you know, if their lease where they've been gets interrupted, then we're able to use this to try to provide some additional assistance. And the way that we have it set up is we are basing the amount of assistance. We got very similar to a program that is done by the Village of Lombard, and so we kind of copied them to a large extent and then kind of figured out what's the best way to make it all fit together and work together. And so the amounts that we are looking at doing are based on the size of the business. So a business that is currently less than 1,000 square feet will be able to get reimbursed for the first $5,000 of eligible costs, and then half of the next $5,000 of eligible cost. So that comes to a grand total of $7,500. And for businesses over 1,000 square feet, we'd be doing the same thing where they're able to get 100% reimbursement for the first $10,000 of eligible costs, 50% for the next $5,000, which makes a grand total of $12,500 for the maximum reimbursement. That would be if they had $15,000 worth of relocation costs, we'd be covering $12,500 and they'd be covering the difference. If they had more than that, we'd still be capped at that $12,500. And so there's a lot of different expenses that are included, and as you know, we've had some discussions, and you're well aware from the emails that you've received from the board, lots of different people have been making those requests. I think we was mentioned in open forum, one of them, and talked about some of the different specific costs that would be very helpful for businesses. And so we've incorporated those. A lot of those were already under consideration in some of the other communities' programs that we looked at. Some were not, but we included them here because, as we're looking at the businesses that are most impacted, we want to make sure we covered those kind of costs that would be helpful for them. I will say there's a couple of additional pieces that we've not quite solidified in this yet, they are solidified in the draft, but we just wanted to kind of get the board's opinion on them. If we need to make any tweaks, we can. So one of the provisions in there is we're trying to make sure that we've got a 3-year commitment, and this is not just something that's going to go to a business that then disappears after 6 months or something. And so as we had talked at the Administration Finance Committee meeting, we had said we wanted to, we were looking at saying people should have a 3-year lease. At that time, Trustee Barker had said another option to look at would be to make the payment out over the course of 3 years. Right now in the draft proposal, we have that as an option for the business to be able to say what's the best way they would like to commit to the village for 3 years. But if the board wants to change that and we want to just say, here's just one specific way, that would be fine. The other question that we had raised from this, we did have, and Tammy can come speak to this if she would like to, but there was lots of questions that we did receive from one of the businesses that would be most directly impacted by this. And, we can address a lot of those questions and kind of work through administratively how do we process things. That was a lot of the questions. But one of the comments was, with the initial upfront payment of money, there was a request to have it not tied to the building permit. So right now, the way that the draft proposal reads is that the first payment would come out as a cash advance once the building permit has been issued, before the work is done, but when the permit is issued. But there may be expenses that come before that, and so the request was, could we have that cash advance come earlier? The reason it's drafted the way that it is to make sure that there is that firm commitment and that a building permit is a good indication of that commitment. But again, if the board wants to shift that, we're able to shift that too. So I can take any additional questions for this, but overall this is a way to, if we're spending money in the TIF, we're doing development, we want to make sure we're providing a little bit of a benefit for those that are displaced out of no fault of their own. This would only apply in cases where it's not legally required for something else. So if we have to buy the property from somebody, that's not what this includes. If there's eminent domain, there's other state laws that take precedence. This is just when it's a voluntary thing from the village.
Thank you, sir. Any questions for Assistant Manager Parker?
If I could make some comments, right? So, I think at our committee meeting, we talked about that this was something that we don't have to do, but it would be, I think Spencer said it best, right? It would be nice to do, and we recognize, Tammy and her longtime residency here, right? And then to me, it's not about sales tax generating businesses, but it's about businesses that are assets to the community in whatever way that is, longevity or participation or spirit or what, it doesn't really matter, right? I do like the timeline because it's taxpayers' money that we're offering up that we don't have to do, and that's kind of a hurdle for me. The other thing is if we do set this up, I think if I read Spencer's email correctly, if we do set this up, anybody that would be in a TIF district would be kind of entitled to this because you would have a hard time denying it. All they do is have to request it, Am I right or wrong on that?
Anybody that meets the criteria of we're doing an incentive on that property. So
Yes.
if we were to be doing a TIF incentive for a property that has a renter that the lease isn't up yet, or that the lease is up and is coming due in those kind of situations, then yes, they would be eligible for it, regardless of whether or not we like the business or anything like that.
Yeah, and then just based on tonight's conversation, could you tell me, I guess I didn't ask this question, and I'll just say this, man, for the last 3 months, I've been tired. Because I got work going on, right? But anyway, the 6 entities that are leaseholders, right?
Yeah.
Are they entitled to this, or are they not entitled to this?
So it will depend on what
If they stay?
what they do and whether or not they move within Westmont. So if they move within Westmont, they would be entitled to it.
With a 3-year commitment?
Yes, if they move within Westmont with a 3-year commitment.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, and staff, you guys did a great job on this, right? That's all, thank you.
Hearing no other questions? Go ahead.
I think we will may have comments from the public, I'm not sure, but.
Should we get a motion first?
Yep, that makes sense.
Sure. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Approve Plowman?
Second Guzzo.
Okay, any other questions from the board? We'll invite the public up. Come on if you want to say something. You don't have to, just, it was offered from our assistant manager, you're more than welcome.
Just get approved?
Well, no, we haven't voted on it yet.
Oh, okay.
So if there are any last things you want to say before the vote, you're more than welcome to come up.
Definitely don't have to.
Brent Susan already lobbied hard for you though, so you're good there.
Don't have to, but.
Please just state your name. We all know you, but please just state your name for the record.
Tammy Deck, owner of TLD Design Center Gallery. Sorry. I just come from Cruise and Nights putting up my tent so Jennifer could be there, so I could be here. And I'm going to be at Vision and Vibes. I got my approval. so this would really be a wonderful help. Sorry. Sorry.
That's okay.
I built this business with my mother, and I want it saved. And
Any tissue? Sorry.
sorry. I appreciate all the help, and Spencer, tolerating all my emails. Yeah, so basically, certainly 33 years ago when I took the small business administration classes, I never anticipated this type of a scenario, so I don't even know how to function in it. And I need to keep functioning in my business while doing this. So I appreciate that this is hopefully going forward. And I have every intention of staying in Westmont. But certainly, when I look at what I packed in that place for 33 years, it's a very daunting thing to have to figure out where I can go with it, and the amount of time. The clock is ticking. So I'm hoping that all of this, I didn't know if there were, I don't know if I'm going to encounter permitting issues and so forth, and the time, if there's ways of helping that timeline move faster. I don't know if that's a part of this process. I just don't know how to do this.
Well, you're in good hands. So how about we get to the vote now, and then afterwards you can chat with our community development director. His name is Joe Hennerfine, and he could be your point of contact.
He's
for
the only
permitting.
person I haven't talked to.
Ah, there you go. You got everybody. And special thanks to Assistant Manager Parker. He really spearheaded this, and
Yes.
government always doesn't move fast, but he really did do a lot of work. So thank you, sir, for this.
Thank you.
And thank you for
And
coming
Trustee
tonight.
Plowman, too. He let me lend his ear at one of our openings in June. And,
I was also a little shocked on how many cheerleaders you have that are supporting you. So it's a great business to have in Westmont, and I think culturally and artistically, that's what we're trying to push here. And I think it is a great business to have, and I'm just glad that Mr. Parker was great to work something out for you. So
thank you. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you for coming. We have a motion in a second.
do.
Correct. All right, roll call, please.
Okay, Trustee Plowman?
yes.
Sorry. Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Corelli?
Yes.
Trustee Scales?
Yes.
Motion passes. Okay, moving right on. Any miscellaneous items? Hearing none, I do need a request to go into executive session, to adjourn executive session to discuss the following: setting the price for the sale of property owned by the village pursuant to Section 2C6 of the Opens Meeting Act. Do I have a motion to adjourn for the said reasons?
Motion, Scales.
Second, Plowman?
Roll call, please.
Trustee Scales?
Yes.
Trustee Plowman?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Yuzo?
Yes.
Trustee Pirelli?
Yes.
All right, this meeting is adjourned. Executive session. There'll be no further business afterwards. Thank you for coming, and happy birthday, Pa!
Yeah, happy birthday.